life, sex, goals, and oh, hell knows, this is Midlife Craving. It's me, your girl Adrienne, and I'm back. New year, same bitch. And damn, it feels good, baby. Yeah, I said it. The same old bitch here. But as usual, I'm still a work in progress. I'm motivated to improve. I have goals and I plan to crush them this year. I saw this quote and I shared it over on my Instagram page. It said, "The scariest place to be is the same place you were last year." And I thought, wow, I really leveled up in 2021. The beginning of last year, it's safe to say that I was spiraling. That's maybe an understatement, actually. I swear to God, I don't know who the fuck that girl was. She was lost, unhappy, and I don't even think I had a clue of which way was up. The pivotal moment for me last year was when I finally made the brutal decision to leave Prince Charming. As gut-wrenching as it was, and as hard as it was for me, I knew it was the right move. I started surrounding myself with OQP, only quality people. Katina, Zach, and Uncle Mo, they were vital to me during that time. And then, my 60-day no-D diet, it gave me all the clarity that I needed. I was over here just cleaning up my side of the street. And that includes toxic people in my life, bad habits that just weren't good for me. And honestly, I just cleaned up my entire act overall. If 2021 taught me anything, is that I'm solely responsible for my happiness. Me, no one else. And it was time for me to start holding myself accountable for that. My life was spiraling because I allowed it to. Shout out to Uncle Mo and his assist in showing me that mirror. So much positive change for me, and I'm really fucking proud of myself. Okay, so we're doing a whole recap here. But, it was a huge year for me, and you guys had a front row seat to it all. Lucky you. I recently turned 40, and I saw this TikTok that really resonated with me in regards to the liberation that I feel in this phase of life right now. So she was talking about carrying buckets of fucks. And I was like, wow, I really like that analogy. So, in your 20s and your 30s, you have heavy buckets because you have so many fucks. So, in your 20s, you really care. What is everyone thinking of me? And you got to go get that degree, get the house, get the car, status quo. All the societal pressures are weighing heavy on you. They're carrying those buckets that are just full of fucks. Meet your happily ever after and all that pressure to settle down. My God, it's immense in your 20s. And I feel like I was basically just dragging buckets of fucks at that point. I'm sure you guys can relate. In your 30s, you're focused on earning a good living and getting married, having babies, looking good online, being a Pinterest mom. All those fucking things. But bitch, your arms are starting to get tired and your back's starting to hurt a little bit. And you're like, wow, there's a lot of things I care about that's weighing me down. So you get rid of a few fucks in your 30s. And then I feel like when you reach your 40s, you're ready to do a big dump of those fucks, way less fucks. I was thinking this year and even the year before, I don't do Christmas cards anymore. I don't really care about wrapping gifts. I'll just throw something in a bag. Or I like to use the Amazon brown paper that the box is covered in. That's my kind of wrapping. You just give less fucks about that shit. Because your back hurts. You got your sciatica kicking in and your fucking shoulders are sore. And you're like, why am I carrying all these fucks? Bitch is tired. You know what I mean? Even little things, I don't care about what I look like as much anymore. I'm going to wear those rainbow Crocs to the grocery store. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about it. I have to say too, it's become so freeing and liberating in your 40s because the less you care about optics or opinions, the freer that you are. I truly believe that's where the magic happens because I've been feeling it since I've unloaded all those fucks out of my bucket. I, for one, no longer give a fuck about what anyone thinks of me. And I swear that attributes directly to my overall happiness. I want you to do me a favor, Cravers. I want you to think about how many fucks are in your buckets right now. Is your back getting tired? I wonder, before you go for something, do you sit there and think, well, what would they say? Make a mental note to quit that shit. And who are they anyway? Fuck them. I live by, if you ain't paying my bills or sleeping in my bed, you have no say in what I do or what decisions I make. And, do I have haters? Absolutely. But that just kind of makes me feel like I made it. Like I'm doing something that they couldn't dream about. And I always try to remember, when someone's upset about something, I just remember that it's their insecurities, not mine. So I'm encouraging you, dump those fucks, move faster, live lighter, and I promise you, it's fun here. As I wrap up thinking about 2021 and moving my way into 2022, I always try to come up with goals or ways to change and grow. And I think this year, what I really want to focus on is my physical fitness. I'm not going to lie, since the Bahamas, I've kind of been going a little rogue, drinking way too many beers, eating whatever I want on the weekends. I got to cut that back. So my goal is to lose about 25 pounds by summer. I think that would be really good for me. And also, I'm working really hard on vetting people better in my life. So anyone that I allow in, anyone that I decide to develop a relationship with, that means friendships or who knows, romantically, I don't know. But I want to learn how to vet people better. Katina really taught me that. And I feel like something I lack. I let people in really quick. I'm not very good at checking references. And so that's something I want to learn and work on over this next year. That's for sure. I don't think I'm in a place for a relationship anytime soon, but I do know that I do want, and I do believe in love again. And I want to be really healthy and stable and ready to accept that when the time is right. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, Adrian, where's your 5-minute orgasm? And to be honest, this whole fucking episode is going to be one because there are so many sexcapades with Dr. B to catch up on. I mean, there's been so much fucking that I'm going to try to organize it here, and try is the key word here. Also to not flood my basement with doing it because shit has been on fire. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down in a way that feels very different for me and unique, but I feel like I need to break it down in a way. So I'm going to break it down using the phases of the sexual cycle. I actually didn't even know that was a thing, but it is. And it's a perfect way to detail what Dr. B and I have been up to. So here goes. The sexual cycle is 4 phases: excitement, plateau, orgasm, and finally resolution. The excitement phase, think getting turned on, foreplay. And I'm going to catch you guys up on, Dr. B and I's latest nooners and quickies. Next is the plateau phase. This is like the peak of sexual excitement right before orgasm. And I'm going to share, how we've been playing with each other and how we've been experimenting, because that's been a lot of fun. Now for my favorite phase, orgasm. That is the height of the sexual experience. And oh, baby, I got a sex swing, and I have so much to say about that. Finally, the last phase of the sexual cycle is resolution. It's returning to normal. And I'll tell you what Dr. B and I have been up to and what's next for us. All right, so I hope I'm doing a good job at organizing all of this. Let's kick things off with the excitement phase. One of the best things I love about Dr. B is how incredibly close he is. And the proximity is key because we can hook up for, quickies, nooners. I've even gone over there first thing in the morning. I love my morning sex. But I'll go over there for lunch, and that's been a lot of fun. So I got to tell you about this one day I went over there. I walk in and he's always waiting upstairs for me. And it's a lot of fun because it's exciting because we have to be quick and it's very passionate. So I go in there and, we're having sex, and he's he turns me over and he's like, close your eyes. And I'm like, what? And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not someone that's usually surprised, and I'm a little bit nervous about surprises, but I trust him. So I was like, okay. So I'm on the bed, doggy style position, eyes closed. And I'm like, what is he up to? And I can't really hear anything either. So I'm like, I have no idea what he's up to. All of a sudden he comes up from behind me and he puts a tie around my neck. And, it's a form, he knows I'm really into breath play. So he loosely. It wasn't too tight, but it was just right. Puts the tie around my neck and just starts fucking me hard from behind. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, like it's like fucking noon on a Tuesday and I'm getting nailed with a fucking tie around my neck. Like it was like some 50 Shades of Grey shit. You know what I mean? So fucking hot, such an awesome surprise. And I went back to work like, hell yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's those nooners, oh, so fucking fun. We've also been doing, morning sex. So like on a Sunday morning, I'll go over there or he'll come over here. And this one morning I remember, I think we had sex twice and we just, I don't know. There's just some times where we just like can't stop fucking around with each other. He did something really hot. He pulled my floor length mirror over to the bed and I was like watching myself suck his dick, watching him fuck me. And then I was like, all right, let's take a shower. I was like, I got to take a shower. Like, oh my God, like sweaty. It's like 9 a.m. And I went over to the sink and I was brushing my teeth. I was just bent over and he comes up from behind me and just starts fucking me. So now he's bending me over the sink in front of the mirror. I'm like, oh my God. Then we're taking a shower and, Dr. B is very handsome. He looks all sexy. And I don't know. It was very fucking fun. And getting these like little quickies, nooners, morning sex sessions in, it means a lot to me. And it's so much fucking fun. All right, so let's move to the plateau phase. And I want to talk about some of the fun experimenting that Dr. B and I have been up to. So one of the fun things that we did is we said, okay, let's watch a movie fully clothed, tease each other, and then see who breaks first. So I was really excited. I went over to his house. I was teasing him a little bit and we kissed a little bit. And it was so funny because I was really thinking that like I would be the one to break. Like I'm sitting on the couch. He comes over, yanks his pants down, and he's like, I can't. I was like, ding, 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 I win. But, it's just little fun things like that we've been doing that's been a great time. We also experimented with pop rocks. I have had that on my list forever. I've always, I've heard of Altoids or put ice in your mouth, but pop rocks, sounded fun. So I grabbed some and was ready to get to it. And immediately I noticed it was not all that I thought it was going to be. The candy was very sticky. And also it was like a little bit like, what's like sandy, grainy. I don't know how to explain it. It was not a good look. I mean, we did it. Like I put it on my tongue and then I laid my tongue under the head of his cock. And like, I was like, okay, we did it. And then I immediately went to the bathroom, cleaned my mouth out, like washed his dick off, and then returned things back to normal. So the Pop Rocks thing, I'm not going to say I recommend. Another thing that we've been doing is just like playing with each other, experimenting. And after I gave him a blowjob, one of my signature moves and things that I like to do, God, I shouldn't be sharing all my secrets, but no gatekeeping. I love to like give like a little mouth massage afterward. Not many men, by the way, have allowed me to do it. Like most men are like, oh no, I'm too sensitive, whatever. But Dr. B loves it. So it's awesome. So I was laying there just, putting the head of his cock in my mouth. And I was thinking, I was like, did I get every drop? And so I took my hands at the base of his cock and like slowly just started like massaging up and then like, pulling at his dick, gently and nicely. And I got like another drop of cum out. So that was kind of fun for me. I was like, every last drop, I'm going to fucking get it. Another thing is, we'll just experiment in the middle of a sex session. Like one day he like went downstairs and got like, like a body massager. He just got it and turned it on and like put it on my clit. And I'm like, oh my God, like what is happening? But that's what's so fucking fun is we're open. We're both just so ready to try anything that we're like, fuck it, we'll give it a try. And if we like it, we'll do it again. And if we don't, we won't. So that was a lot of fun. And also I liked it. It made me come. We've also been experimenting with my toys, of course. And I was using Captain Morgan with him. And can I just give the men out there a pro tip? Sex toys in the bedroom, they're not your enemy. They're your friend. Actually, they're your partner, like your tag team partner. And do not ever be afraid to have them join in the fun. While I'm talking about sex toys, if you go to adamandeve.com and use the code Cravers, Cravers, you'll get 50% off one of most of their items, 3 free gifts, access to 6 movies, and free shipping. That's code Cravers, Cravers, at adamandeve.com. Guys, go out there, get yourself something that vibrates and put it in the drawer next to your bed and treat your gal. What a great surprise. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's a great way to finish or mix it up, change things up. You know what I mean? It's time for my favorite phase, orgasm. Oh my God. And we're going to talk all about my sex swing. I've talked about getting a sex swing on the show many times. A sex swing is something I've wanted for years. It's probably my number 1 on my to-do list. Actually, no, it's number 2 because MFM is my number 1, and I got to work on that. One of the things I love most about Dr. B, and I know you're listening out there, thanks, Boo, is that he is so open to try any and everything. And when I said sex swing, he was like, fuck yeah. So I buy one. I got it on Amazon. If you go to my website, midlifecraving.com, under links, there's a link to it right there. It's amazing. Like, oh my God, you have to get one. So I get it. I'm so excited about it. And he came over and it was funny because we were both like so excited. It was like Christmas morning, and I found the perfect spot for it. So in my basement, I have a drop ceiling and there's a joist there. And I was like, hey, like this is great because I can just like pull the tile, hang up the sex swing, and then, take it down, put the tile back up. Nobody will ever know it's there. And I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to install, but he put that sucker in under 15 minutes. And as he was setting it up, I knocked something off of our list. He was standing on a ladder and I was like, I got to do this. So it was like perfect height. So I yanked his pants down, put his cock in my mouth, and he was like, oh my God, like seriously, Adrian? And I was like, yes, I have to have this. But there was so much tension because we were both so excited over this swing. So he sets it up, we hang it up, and we're like looking at it. And I'm like, okay, like what do we do here? So there's a strap for your butt, a strap for your back, and then 2 like stirrup straps for your feet or your knees, whatever you want. So we're adjusting the straps. We're both fully dressed, by the way. And it's so funny because we're like giggling and having fun. And then I adjusted like the strap for my ass and I sat in it and then like fixed them on my back. So we're like moving the straps and arranging them perfectly. And to line them up, of course, he's standing in front of me and I'm just kind of like slowly swinging into him. And it was kind of fucking hot because it was like we were dry humping. And I was like, oh my God, I'm getting so turned on. And his dick was really hard. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, ding, 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 let's go. But what's funny is I 100% made him get in it first. I was like, okay, you're getting in it first. He hung on it with like all of his body weight. And so I was like, all right, I feel comfortable. Just so you know, the bracket on that swing is rated, I think, 1,200 pounds. And then the swing itself is 600. So plenty of room there. And honestly, I was shocked at how secure I felt in it for sure. And I know it sounds funny with like the butt strap, the back strap, and like places to put your feet, but I feel very secure and comfortable in it. That's for sure. So let's talk about the first time we fucked in it. Oh my God. What I was so blown away about was how incredibly easy it was. And I asked Dr. B and he was like, hey, it's easy for me too. So I was like, great, because I feel completely weightless. You know, when you watch those porns and like the big, strong guy picks up the skinny, like 100-pound girl and he's like fucking her, holding her in the air. And I'm thinking to myself, these motherfuckers picking my ass up doing that. But I've always like wanted to. So the swing, it allows that. So he can stand there and he can hold onto the straps or there's like a bar above and it works with you. It's fucking incredible. It like slowly swings back and like the momentum, you just get to work together. And oh my God, it's amazing. And it's incredible penetration. 10 out of 10, recommend a sex swing. God, so I'm trying to think here. We've fucked in it like 20 times already and it's all kind of like blending together. Also, before this recording, he came over for a little quickie. We fucked in it twice. Oh, it's so amazing. He also fucked my face on the stairs. There's a lot going on. Oh, so hot too, by the way. So I'm like leaning back on the stairs and he's like planking basically over me. Cock is in my mouth and he took my hands above my head and like pinned my hands down and he's fucking my face really hard. I'm gasping for air. That's the first time I've really done that. Absolutely fucking amazing. Like he actually just texted me and was like, that was a blast. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it was. Anyway, all right, getting sidetracked. So we've gotten really good at, getting it on the swing and adjusting everything just right. And I've found that I like my feet to be in the stirrups. Sometimes he'll put my knees in there and he'll use his hands to push my legs apart. But I feel like when my feet are in the stirrups, I have a really good penetration that way. Also, he is so talented and daring. He was like, I'm going to swing you into my dick. And I'm like, I'm not responsible if anything goes wrong. And I fucking love his confidence, by the way. And he's like, nope, I got it. And another thing, we use lube too, just to make sure there's so at first we usually don't need lube because my pussy is so fucking wet because I'm so excited. But we always make sure we have lots of lube so that we're not going to have any misstrokes, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm in the swing and he pushes me back just a little bit and then stands back and then lets me I'm not swinging fast, but slowly just swing right into his cock. It is the best landing. Oh my God. It's so, even thinking about it makes me want to do it right fucking now. And I just fucked him in there an hour ago. We have tried 3 positions in it so far. Well, I guess 5 because we've also both given and received oral sex in it. And that's a lot of fun too. My favorite position by far is my feet in the stirrups. I feel like I'm able to spread my legs the furthest and get the deepest penetration with that. Also, I feel like it kind of brings us really close, and I like that. We did doggy style once, which, by the way, that was brave on my part. It's a lot of confidence in the swing, but I'm definitely, way more comfortable in it, but turning around and flipping myself upside down on it, I was like, okay, but it was great. And so basically I was suspended in the air. My legs were a V and he's just holding onto my thighs and just fucking me hard. Remember, I'm weightless. So it's so amazing. He came, I remember the first couple of strokes, he was like, I can't hold it. It's gotta happen. And it was really fucking hot. I love when he gets so turned on, he just has to come. So, okay. My favorite's feet in the stirrups. We've done doggy style. I've done my knees in the stirrups. I do want to try where I can put one leg up in the air. I want to turn sideways in it. So Dr. B, we got to try that. It's funny. He comes over and I get in the swing and we're so excited that we just want to hurry up and get right to it. But I got to try that sideways. And then I'll bring out a chair and he'll just eat my pussy like that. I mean, oh my, it's amazing. Or I'll sit on the chair and suck his dick while he's in the swing. There's so many fucking possibilities. I'm telling you, the swing is a fucking game changer. I remember this one time we were fucking in it, this one time in the sex swing. I mean, my pussy was literally dripping. I was like, we're gonna have to put a towel down because I was so turned on. It was so fucking hot. It was absolutely insane. It's funny too, when I get in the swing, I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's so fucking exciting to me. There's also another time where I came so fucking hard. Oh my God, there's just, my mind is just oh my God, my imagination's running wild when I think about this thing and all the things that we've done in it. Oh, and Dr. B, I can't wait to fuck you 100 times more in it. But I remember this one time I collapsed out of the swing. I just fell to the floor and I was like, holy fucking shit. Another thing that I love that he does when we're fucking in the swing is he'll hold the bar above me and he'll just thrust with his hips and then the momentum will make me swing back and forth on his cock. It's fucking amazing. I'm not going to lie. Another thing, he'll grab onto the swing, grab onto the straps, choke me. It's we're very close. We can hold hands. He'll take my arms and pull them down and fuck me like that. He'll use my hands to push me and pull me towards him. We can kiss really well on it. He'll put his hands around my shoulders or around my neck and just turn me into a fucking pretzel and destroy me. I'm into that shit. Oh my God, it's the swing. Oh my God, it's so amazing. So go to my website, midlifecraving.com. under the links. It's the best $60 you will ever spend. And if you don't have a good hiding spot for it, Kat and Ams from Two Hot Wives podcast gave me the best tip ever. They said, hang a TRX on it. And I was like, oh my God, that's a really fucking good idea. And be like, yeah, I'm just really into TRX, like I'm getting my workouts on. So I love that idea. If you don't have a drop ceiling like me where you can tuck it away and hide it, hang a TRX on it, You're getting fit. Shit. Phew. Okay. Finally, for the resolution phase, which usually involves me collapsing on Dr. B's chest. So Dr. B and we're going to keep checking shit off of our to-do list. Yes, we have a to-do list. You know what? I'm going to detail that on my next episode. If you follow me on Instagram at Midlife Craving, you've already seen the list and it's been so much fun. It's growing every day too, I swear. I actually named it Dr. B's Waiting Room, which perfect. But it's been amazing fulfilling, fantasies that we have or coming up with something crazy and then doing it and then checking it off the list. Wow. So yeah, if you can't tell, I've just been having an amazing time, been having incredible fucking sex with Dr. B. And really quick, before I tell you guys about my next episode, be sure to follow Two Hot Wives podcast. I recorded with Kat and Ams this week. It's kind of like a follow-up since they recorded with me, and it was a lot of fun. I absolutely adore them, and I feel like I learn so much from them every time we have a chat, so you're not going to want to miss that episode. I believe they're going to put it out as a bonus this month or next month, I'm not sure, but make sure you're following them so you don't miss it. So in 2 weeks, Tuesday, January 25th, I'm going to do a little sex swing Q&A. If you have a question about the sex swing, send me a DM on Instagram at Midlife Craving. I'm going to share my to-do list, my Dr. B's waiting room, and I am so excited to welcome Beth Miller. Her handle is at Soulify Wellness, SOULIFY Wellness on Instagram. She is a marriage counselor, and she's going to discuss 3 ways to save your marriage. Now, listen, I know I'm not married, and you don't have to be married. It could be any relationship. A common question that I get from my cravers is, Adrian, how do I spice things up? How do I feel happy in my relationship again? Or a lot of people I know in my life and cravers that reach out to me, they feel stuck. Hey, you know what? Relationships, marriages, they require constant attention, care, a hell of a lot of work. So I'm really excited to learn from her. All right, cravers, it's 2022. Shit, let's swing it on. You see what I did there? That is so fucking cheesy. If you're not on TikTok, please get on TikTok. Like, I swear to God, it's like a whole culture. It's funny to me because I hated TikTok. And in my early episodes, I talk about how I loathed it. But now I kind of like speak TikTok all the time. Anyway, when I said something corny like that, it just made me think of this sound that's on TikTok. And it's like, boo, corny, tomato, 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 throwing tomatoes. That's what I deserve for saying, let's swing it on. But no, really, Dr. B, I know you're listening, and let's fucking swing it on all day, every fucking day, baby. Yes. Oh, God, sex swing forever.